So we've been getting a lot of questions on our Dig In Facebook and our website, people not knowing exactly what has happened to their plant material. So I sought out some help. I have Jake from Nick's Garden Center. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well, but it's kind of sad because we took a really hard late frost in April and the plants are showing it.
This is one of the results, especially on this arborvitae. The plants were coming out of dormancy, so the fluids were going through the veins in the plant. A 5-degree night did this damage. Now, most likely, with some time, the trees will start growing and some of the foliage will fall off, but in most cases, these branches are still pliable, so they're well alive. So don't overwater, don't over-fertilize, just do your regular fertilizing and watering, and hopefully in about 6 to 8 weeks, this plant start greening up again.
Now, it's not only the arborvitaes that took a hit, is it?
No, I like to show you some yews, some tuyas. They got hit pretty hard, but they will have some kill back. So let's go over to the yews and I'll show you what's going on with those guys.
Wow, Jake, these yews have taken a beating.
A very bad beating, MJ. You can tell right here, all the inner branches or needles, I should say, are falling off, but on top we have some growth. So there is still a lot of hope for these plants. Again, don't over-fertilize, don't overwater, don't panic. Let the plant do what it needs to do. And these will grow back. You don't really have to do any trimming on these particular plants.
Now, what about things like lilacs?
Lilacs, all the lilacs actually are coming up. They're leafing out. A lot of the flowers have frozen off because lilacs, they form their flowers like in late fall, early winter. So if the flowers were formed and they were close enough to budding, those won't show any color this year, and you want to just cut the flower part of the lilacs off.
But another one that I know a lot of people are going to be curious about, and I'd like to go check out, is what's going to happen with everybody's fruit trees this year.
We'll go to the fruit trees and take a look at those.
So Jake, it looks like you guys have been doing some pruning on some of these fruit trees that got bit by the frost.
Definitely, MJ, and on most of these trees there's like 2 to 3 feet of dieback. In order for you to save your trees, you want to scrape a little bit of the bark on your trunks or on your branches. If you discover green, like so, you know that this is still alive. So we start at the top of the branch or top of the tree with a little paring knife. We're coming down, scrape, brown, 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 brown. Oop, there's green. That's where you want to give it a snip. You know, you're going to have some losses on your branches, but eventually all these trees will grow back. It's going to take some time, but there's, like I said, when you see green, there's still hope.
But you guys have brought in a whole new collection of fruit trees, so if they've lost a fruit tree or if they still want them, there's still plenty to come choose from.
Correct, and yeah, so we got new shipments in over the last few days. So if your peach tree, your apple, your pear, plum, anything didn't make it, like this one here, then come see us and we have a nice selection at the right prices for you to have your fruit for this year.
Well, you know, as always, Colorado, you never know what kind of winter we're going to have, and this is just simply a case in point, and that's why you've got to make sure you buy the right plants for the right place. Thank you for all your questions on this topic. As always, go to our website to ask us any questions you might have at digincolorado.com.